Well, hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Aquarius, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. Now, I'm going to be using a new deck. I don't think that I used this deck for you guys last week. You know what? I may want to use it just so this part of your reading you guys will have what everybody else has had. But we're going to go ahead and get started with the reading here for you, Aquarius. We're going to see what's going to come out. Hey, Demetrius. Hey. Hey, Queen. I've been doing good. How are you? All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead. Let's get into your reading. Let's see what's going to come out. We're going to be using a lot of cards here for you guys, okay? I promise myself that's what we're going to do, okay? Now, these are themes. Okay, they're themes, meaning that what you're going to be looking at here, what you're going to experience, that type of stuff is going to be different for everyone. I want you guys to know that it's going to be different for everybody, right? But there are certain things that all Aquariuses are going to be able to share as far as this reading. It may not happen right now, but it can happen a little bit later down the line. I always tell you guys that just so you'll know. Now, you had your first card that actually came out here was loss. Okay. And I'm going to read it to you so you'll know what this means. It says loss can come in many forms. It could be the loss of a lover, trust, family, a job, some type of career opportunity, a belief system, friend, time, and many other things. However, loss can come as a hidden blessing. Spirit removes toxic people and situation from our lives. So some of you guys are kicking and screaming, oh my God, I'm not with this person anymore, or they're not around in my life anymore. And it could end up actually really being a blessing. Okay. And of course, we do know that loss hurts, right? It doesn't matter what form it is. But what this one is saying, not all of it is bad, even though you may be perceiving it that way. Here it says, loss comes before something better arrives. Be gentle to yourself and others who are grieving. So this is not even about you only. Like some of you guys are, maybe around individuals who may experience some type of loss. Now, the next card that's coming out is clarity. This is so good. It says more information is needed. So when you see that, what do? You don't make any type of moves. You don't open your mouth. You don't make an opinion. You don't do any of that because you need to get the information first. Okay. And this is on whatever situation that you are going through. If you think that your boyfriend is cheating on you, don't say nothing until you have the evidence. Okay. Have a conversation first. If you think your girlfriend is cheating on you, same thing. If you think your friend took your money, just give it some time because clarity is going to come. It doesn't matter if you believe it with all your heart and soul. This is just basically saying you're going to find out. That's all this is saying. It says if you have to ask questions, but do not make assumptions. Be patient. It says someone may be trying to hide the truth from you. So what do? You communicate, you explain the situation fully. It says openness eliminates guessing. Don't gossip. Don't let others gossip about you. Don't have all the facts. If you don't have all the facts, don't get involved in any type of conversation that you are not going to be able to stand on. Okay. It says someone needs clarity here. Okay. So that was one. And some of you could be dealing with a water sign. This is a queen of water. So it could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Not always, but it does come out in that way. Now we're going to go ahead and get your next card. This is going to be for Aquarius. Let's see what's coming out here for Aquarius. Aquarius, next card here says mechanical self. This time here for you, you're going to be undoing many layers of conditioning and restore back to your original essence. This is really, really good. Okay. Because this says that the condition on your unconscious mind for a lot of you, you are doing things that you think that your mother has implanted into your mind, or that schooling has implanted certain types of belief system. I think it said before, certain type of belief systems, right? Even if it's your own belief system, something doesn't add up. And so it's like you're a robot. You're not being authentic. So I do feel like you are stuck in some type of habitual energy and you need to break free and be your authentic self. I don't know how else to put it. Okay. Now, some of you do need habits. Some of you guys really do need a routine. Okay. So, one thing that I can say about that when we're talking about robotic, right? It's just you need a routine, you need habits in order to stay afloat. But this reading is basically saying some of you guys are acting like a robot. You wake up, you go to sleep, do the same thing. When you wake up, do the same thing. When you go to work, do the same thing. When you get off work, okay, it's like that. But you need something else going for you. And so, this is what I'm saying. It says exactly you need some versatility in your life. Okay, here it talks about being able to have some variety and spice in your life, but a lot of you are juggling a lot of different things. There's so much that's going on. You're trying to multitask, you're trying to be Superman, Superwoman. I always tell Sagittarius that, but just based on what I see here, there's no feelings. Robots are metal and oil. Okay, are you guys smiling? Have you been smiling? Have you been happy? When was the last time you laughed? All right. So it could be because of a loss that you've experienced, like we talked about before, something that you don't have. Some of you are grieving about something or somebody. Here with the clarity, if there's things that are very uncertain in your life right now, where you are feeling like, oh my God, like what is this going to change? It doesn't matter what it is, y'all. Some of you are at that place. You're going to get the answers. Okay. Somebody says something about business, somebody says something about their person, you're going to get the answers. And even if it literally is just a conversation, this is why it says here, it's just communication. You're going to get it. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. Aquarius. Now, you guys know that whatever is in reverse is in reverse. Everything is upright. But if it's in reverse, that means that we need to talk about it, right? So let's go ahead. This is for Aquarius. Let's see what comes out. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. This is for Aquarius. Okay, I don't like the way that came out because my thumb hit it. This is for Aquarius. Woo, okay. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. Wow. And the Five of Cups in the upright. This is kind of crazy to me because this is falling up under the loss. Now, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not sure if this is something that's future or not. And some of you guys are already missing something. But the Five of Cups really is sadness, right? It's like it's about remorse, it's about sadness, it's about disappointment, something that you don't have anymore, or just feeling like lonely and displaced. And I don't know why, right? Because the Seven of Pentacles, you feel this sense of putting all your time into energy into something and it didn't work out. Maybe you're not at the job that you used to be at. Maybe you're not in the relationship that you used to be in. Or you feel like your time that you've been putting into somebody is a waste. You feel like your time is wasted. Your time has been lost. We talked about that with the loss, but there is something here. Okay. And for some of you, you just feel like, okay, why me? Right? Because this card right here, especially with this particular man on it, it doesn't look good. Okay. So I do feel like it could be love lost. It could be some of you guys, maybe your self esteem may be shot to hell, right? Because you do have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right. And that's self love and actual real love. The Queen of Cups that's even here talks about pain. That's sadness. This is crying. You have it with the Queen of Cups. You also have it with the Five of Cups. But I think you need to purge that out. And a lot of you had to walk away from things that you did not want to walk away from, but the clarity allowed you to do something that maybe you weren't able to do before. And this is why I say that some of this is really future. It's not always about, what you're experiencing right now, but you are going to get some type of clarity. And then even here with your money, some of you, even just looking at the money aspect with these two cards, some of you are not even where you want to be financially. Like there could be some mistakes that you've made because the Seven of Pentacles is like, I don't work this hard. I've done all of this. And now, I feel ruined. Like even part of the Five of Cups, you didn't feel that way. Whether you done gave your money away, maybe you've invested in the wrong thing. Okay. Or you've been working at jobs or so like a job for so long and got laid off. Okay. It's something like that I'm saying. Now we're going to go ahead and keep going. This is going to be for Aquarius. Let's see what comes out here. For Aquarius. And both of those were upright. That's crazy. This one came upright here with, you guys got a lot of water in your reading. Got the Two of Wands. I hate that. I really do. Let's just talk about like work and money, and then we're going to get to the love portion or interpersonal relationships. Work, some of you guys are working, what is it called? Remote. So you could be working from the home, you could be working, traveling to different places. But I do feel like, some of you guys are not necessarily in an office space. Now, this could be your own business too. But with your own business, you travel. Most likely you could just pick up your computer and go somewhere. But I do see that this is kind of like a remote energy or just traveling from different places. Maybe you guys are on vacation, still doing some work. So I do see that. And if you don't have a job, that could be what you're going to be doing, meaning that like right now some of you guys are looking and you've been applying for remote, you've been applying for at-home jobs, and that's exactly what came out. Okay, for you specifically, I'm not saying that it's going to all be at home, but for you specifically, if that's something that you've been applying for, I totally see it. Okay, I just want to let you know. And another thing that I'm saying too, some of you guys are doing things with garden. I don't know, I'm not sure what your business practice is, but I do. You have a lot of green here, so I feel like there's something that you may be doing outdoors, or maybe hobbies. It could be a hobby that you're going to end up picking up, and it's more so around nature and the earth and the ground. Okay, that's something that I'm saying. Now let's go ahead and talk about the person, because this is why most of you guys are here. Okay, but I have to tell you other things. I'm not liking the energy that's coming out in your reading. The type of person that is in your life is a mirror of you. Now, there's two things that happen when these sets of cards come out. It is the person is mirroring you because you are lonely and you need something to do. Remember, here it talks about the mechanical self. So you're tired of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. We're talking about habitual and routine, right? So whoever is coming into your life, whoever is there is breaking the routine, but they're not necessarily the best for you, and you know it. Okay. So what are they doing then? So we're saying that they're mirroring you. Then what are they doing? If you're feeling lonely, then what are they? Feeling lost, feeling wounded. This is a wounded energy. This is almost like someone who is needy. And so you're like, oh, they're giving me all this attention. They're like all around me. They seem like they're all on me and all of that. This is the type of person that would disappear when they finally get what they want. Yes, this is that type of person. So here it is, the needy and the lonely. And you guys are meshing up. That's what is causing this collaboration to a wand, especially with what I see at the bottom of the deck. So when I say I don't necessarily like this energy, it's because the type of person that is in your life isn't here for the long stay. Because they feel like you're not necessarily their ideal. And you're like, yes, especially when you're from, hey, I'm not sure, they're not really talking as much. They're not really opening as much. They're not acting like they're invested. Well, this is why. And I don't want to say that you guys are a placeholder and to some extent, but you feel it. This is the energy based on the first three cards, that you are the placeholder. And a lot of you have been thinking about walking away. A lot of you have been thinking about like kind of shutting down and not being around. But again, you're tired of the same old routine. It gives you something to do, but you don't like the way they're making you feel. And that's just only three cards. And I don't know why I keep seeing a lot of water. I don't know what that means, and particularly for you, but that is what I'm seeing. I do see something dealing with heartbreak or disappointment. Let me see. Let's keep going. This is for Aquarius. And I usually haven't been seeing it in your reading too much. Let's see. Ah, look at that. Look at this. Devil card in reverse, everything is upright, but this means that you guys are going to come out of a situation that seems like you've been stuck in. Even the Three of Swords is in reverse. Isn't that good? Because this is upright, but this is just letting me know that you're still hurting. But what in reverse, it's the same thing as a devil. This is healing, but that hurts just as much as you saw that here with the Five of Cups, just as much as you see it here with the double. It is a pain that doesn't go away. It is the repetitive thought process. Like I said before, mechanical self, that is like a machine. Your mind is like a machine thinking, why didn't it work? Why am I hurting so bad? Why can't I get in a relationship? Why did they depress me? Not really depressed. You are depressed, but why did they disappoint me? Right. And this is the same thing that actually happens with family members as well. The same thing happens with, friends, and you're trying to figure out why didn't it work? That's the obsession. the obsession of thought, right? So for some of you, you're coming out of this because it's something that you lost. You feel like you are losing someone or that you have. Okay, let's keep going. This is for Aquarius. You guys didn't see that fall, plus I did not pick it up right. You got the Star card in reverse. Isn't that crazy? With the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Ain't that crazy? That is so crazy because it's hitting the Seven of Pentacles. The Star card in reverse talks about the sense of losing all hope. Isn't that exactly what this just said? It is a moment, which I always tell you guys, it is a moment that you feel, okay, but it doesn't last forever. But some of you right now, you feel so stricken by disappointment because someone completely turned cold on you, detached. There's no empathy. And I'm telling you, this could be a family member. You know how sometimes you could be like, damn, like you're supposed to love me, right? But with the Star card in reverse, it's like things are not aligned the way that you thought they were supposed to be aligned. I like I said before, it could be with anybody, but you don't like the way that they treated you. The King of Swords is probably one of the coldest cards in the deck, including the Queen. So you feel like that because you can't, almost like you can't believe that the person treated you that way. And you kind of lost all hope in humanity. You kind of sometimes you be like, well, who am I supposed to trust in? Who am I supposed to like feel like they have my back? That's the energy with the Star card in reverse. Even though it's not reality, that's just what you feel at the moment. Because again, you're still suffering from a sense of loss and disappointment. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Aquarius. Thank you. Look at this. This is the Ten of Cups in the upright. I actually like that. And then you had the Ace of Wands in the upright. This ain't gonna last that long. This is exactly what I was just talking about. Here, this is the sadness. This is depression, right? And this is fulfillment. This is fullness. And it even came out with how you're going to feel. Here with the Ace of Wands talks about a sense of excitement. You're like, oh, thank you. Some of you guys have been single for a really long time. You haven't been able to create a family. You've been wanting a family. Ten of Cups is saying all of those things. This is how you know that it's not just about someone coming into your life filling a void. This is mutual love and respect for one another because you can actually create something out of this love that you have and feel for somebody. Even children. Okay? So you're excited about it. There's passion here. There's desire. Finally, remember, we talked about the mechanical self. That means the Ace of Wands is fire. You're not dealing with earth. You're not dealing with air, all earth and air. That's usually it's good with working, right? But monotonous energy doesn't really work very well in relationships. It just doesn't. So here now you have the emotion, now you have the flame, now you have the passion, and you are motivated to actually get things done, and you're motivated so you can wake up in the morning. Because this man is just sitting there. How long has he been on the beach? Right? So there's something definitely happening in your reading that's changing. We already knew because the Three of Swords actually ended up in reverse. So we know that this heartbreak that you're feeling is going to get healed by somebody. Oh, look at that Judgment card. There's your spark with the Page of Wands. So now this is actually a decision. And it's funny because it's falling up under the clarity. Now, I'm going to say outside of love, there's many things that you guys are going to be doing, right? But again, like I said before, some of you guys are going to get a new job or you're going to start a new project. It'll be something like that. And you may be trying to figure out which way you should go, right? Because judgment is like a judgment call. It could be something that's dealing with your calling, your purpose. What should I do? I don't know. So we're not just talking about relationships. We're also talking about your purpose, your job, where you're going to head because your money, right? You still need money to survive. All of that is intertwined with these two cards. Okay, because these are things that are outside of you that's going to affect your livelihood, whether it's people, money, and decisions. But you do have something here going for yourself. Okay, let me see what comes out here with this Three of Swords in reverse. This is for Aquarius. Oh man, the Devil card again came out in reverse. But this Four of Cups, it makes sense. A lot of you feel rejected. And I'm not going to turn this. I got two more cards to get, but I'm not going to turn this into something that it's not. I don't know how hard you love, but according to the read that I see, some of you actually felt that the person that you were with was a soulmate, and like you guys have been dealing with each other for a while. Or it could also be a child, right? Like you birthed this person, like this person came from you, and they've done so many things to disappoint you, and you feel like I've done everything right, because part of that mechanical self is like I did everything step by step, I did everything right, whether this is in a love relationship or family. You've been disappointed because you don't know where it went wrong. And again, sometimes with the star card, it's what you were hoping for. And it looked like that thing was going to come true. It looks like that dream is going to come true. But here with this Four of Cups and this Three of Swords, you are sorely disappointed. And for some of you, you feel like the person don't even care. That's why I said before, lack of empathy. Have they called to check up on you? Have they, and this is the person that should. They know where you live. I don't care if you even block them. They should be attempting to, because at one point this was something. Okay. And it could be family, with the Ten of Cups being there. I do feel like part of that Judgment card does talk about a conversation, like we saw before with the clarity. So I'm not going to say that it's just a wash, right? Because the clarity literally says, don't make assumptions. Like, don't be like, oh, they don't care about me. You don't know yet, right? But there will be a conversation, and then you'll be able to make a judgment call based on what the conversation is. So if it's love, how are they coming to you? Do they act like they care? Are they trying to put forth the effort? Because the Seven of Pentacles is saying you were doing a lot of the work. Okay. And you're still walking away from this relationship being empty handed. Now let's go ahead. Let's get your last two cards. This is for Aquarius. I may actually pull one more. Thank you. I may pull from this other deck here. Oh my God. It doesn't matter. This is kind of like in reverse, but I mean, it's okay. That's the Six of Cups. There it is again. Queen of Cups actually came up. And who are you guys dealing with? That's a water sign. It's water everywhere. It's water. I want to tell you the signs that I see the most is Scorpio. I see Cancer. I see Pisces. Now, and outside of that, the air I see is another Aquarius. I also see Gemini. I'm also seeing Aries. I am seeing in Virgo. If I did not call the sign, that's okay. It does not mean that it does not include you, which is the reason why I don't like saying signs anyway. Because it feels like I exclude people, and I don't like to do that. But I'm just telling you what's coming out because maybe a better fit for you. This is going to be a thing of the past. Believe it or not, this reading at the end up being the best, because the Six of Cups only says that things are going to end up being a distant memory for you. You may not feel like that right now, Six of Cups in reverse. But remember, this is only a memory. Now, see, you're sitting here at this place where you feel like you're never going to be able to overcome your feelings, because this is all water and you're air. Now you're actually feeling something. This is this emotional thing. What is all of that about, right? So this is going to be a thing of the past. That's why we reverse this in the upright. It doesn't matter if it's reversed or not. You guys know I read upright, but you even see it here with the Queen of Cups. You're tapping into yourself. But I do see you guys feeling like the world is on your shoulders, even for a brief moment. That is what I see. Like I told you before, I see that you guys are trying to open up space to enjoy certain things in life and not be so boggled down by your responsibilities, that type of stuff, juggling your kids, juggling your work, and all of that. It's hard for you to feel happy about some stuff. But just even according to what I see I see spirit assisting. That means this is outside of you. Don't expect other people to come in here and save you unless the universe actually will through somebody else, but it will be. Okay. But I do see more so like an emotional energy.